Y'all, what's up? It's your boy Nitro Hot Fire here. Welcome to Nerd Torch TV, your Monday through Friday spot for anime, comics, and gaming. Today, I'm gonna teach you how to beat your friends at Mario Kart. Now, here's one of the things that you're probably wondering is, why do I have a headset on? And that's because if I had the TV on, the sound will actually come through the microphone in which I'm talking to, and there will be an echo. You probably have seen that on one of my other videos in the past, and that's the reason why it does that. But with the Wii U gamepad, I can just plug in my headset to the remote and actually mute the TV and still have sound. So that's probably the answer to the first question. Now, the next question is, how are you gonna beat your friends at Mario Kart? Mario Kart is arguably a competitive game and a party game at the same time. It both caters to the casual player and the competitive player, which is very hard to do, but Nintendo actually does a very decent job at balancing their games so that they can both work for casual play and competitive play. So here is some of the characters that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about basically, if you want to beat your friend, this is how you're going to beat your friends in Mario Kart. First off, you're going to play with a balanced character. Now, a balanced character is Luigi, I messed that all up. Mario, Luigi, I think is Yoshi, and pretty much that's all you need to know. Because I totally forgot the rest of them. I think actually Tanuki Mario, Peach, Cat Peach. And I think all these characters, except for the Dry Bones Bowser, are pretty much average weight characters. Now, what that means is you pretty much will have an average acceleration and an average top speed that you want to reach, or you want to get to. If you don't want to, if you can avoid getting hit, I would recommend playing with Bowser. Now, the thing about Mario Kart is you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit. So Bowser, being the heaviest character in the game, his ability pretty much is he's really bad at acceleration, but he's very, very good over top speed. So he can reach really high top speeds over time. Problem with that is if he gets hit a lot, that kind of reduces the top speed that he can get to. So it kind of slows him down. So I would say play with Mario or Luigi or Yoshi. Stick with those characters. So now we're going to talk about... oops, I actually went to versus. I was supposed to go to single player versus. Been playing a lot of multiplayer. Sorry about that. Versus race. Alright. So here's the thing. This is how you about to win. You have your stats. If you push the stats. This is the setup that I usually play with, and I am very, very successful at playing Mario Kart. In fact, I have won a tournament in my town, and I'm probably one of the top 3 people in my group of friends. There's other 2 people that play equally as hardcore as I do. But I would say I don't know where we all land, because some days I may win a lot, the other days Jerry may win a lot, and the other days Daryl may win a lot. But we all win a lot amongst ourselves. So here we have the best car is the Bitty Buggy. And the Landship. These are the 2 best cars in the game. A lot of people will tell you that cars are mostly situational. You can't really pick a best car in the game, but they're pretty much lying to you, because there are secret stats in the game that aren't shown up on the screen actually. And the secret stat would be the drift boost. Now, the drift boost is when you drift around the corner, there's fire that appears around your tires, and it allows you to boost after you come out the turn. The thing about these 2 cars, and which is why I say that these 2 are the best cars, is because they have the longest drift boost in the entire game. Like, out of all the other cars, these 2 cars here will give you the longest drift boost. That means every time you come out of a turn, let's say if you're neck and neck with somebody, and you come out of the turn, and they come out of the turn, y'all come out of the turn the exact same time, and y'all both drifted, your boost will last a lot longer than theirs will, and that will give you the advantage. Now this is a racing game, so that every little advantage you can get counts for a lot. So here we have the cloud glider, and the reason I like this is because if you pick any other glider out there, it's really hard to see once you're in flight mode. The cloud gliders are actually are transparent, and they're really good. Now here's the thing, between the other gliders, what they do is they add weight, and we don't like weight. So when you pick the cloud glider, or a kite for that matter, which would be, this would be your kites, these things here, you will notice that they take away from weight and they gain you acceleration. Remember guys, in a racing game, it matters that whatever little bit of advantage you get, it all adds up. Because the goal is to hit the finish line as fast as possible. Now for me, I'm gonna go random, and we'll do random 4 races, and I'll go ahead and show you what you need to do on the tracks themselves. Now remember, these are general rules that you need to follow, just in general. So they work on all tracks. It doesn't matter what you do. Now one thing you want to remember is it's really a big deal in the in all racing games altogether. You want to be able to stay on the inside of every turn possible. The most closest you can get on any inside turn, that's where you want to be. So right here, you want to start off, I didn't get the boost actually, so that's pretty bad. Here, when you go across jumps, here's a little tip here for you. Push forward. Every direction you push when you're going around a turn actually does something. So right when you go across, you want to hold the up button or forward button, and what that does is it allows your car to land quicker when it hits the ground. So it kind of, the longer you're in the air, the worse off you are, because you can't use your boost that you're accumulating from doing your tricks. So see right there where I went on the inside of that turn, if you could get right between that mud, that will actually give you the most inside of the turn possible. Now, as you can see, I'm in the front. I'm holding the banana behind me, and the reason for that, oh, I messed that up. And the reason for that is because you want to play defense when you're in the front. When you're in the front, you're susceptible to red shells, other shells, and things of that nature. So this is what you call playing defense. You're holding something behind you so that shells can't hit you. And all you do is you just hold down the button that is that you use for your items. Now as you can see, like I said, stay on the inside of that turn. You saw how I went on the inside of that mud. You want to stay on the very, very inside of those turns no matter what you do. And like I said, just hold up and you should be good to go. Now see, I kind of messed up on that, but you saw I compensated with the jumping across the grass. Oh, I forgot one other thing to mention. You can do what's called, fire hopping. Now fire hopping is kind of an advanced technique, which you're gonna have to get used to over time. One of the advanced techniques is gonna basically, you come out of your drift boost and you bounce back and forth like this. Now what that does is, I think the way the game is programmed, it actually depends on how, like basically when you jump your car like that and you bounce side to side, what that does is you're basically using the momentum of the boost to jump you a bit more further, and that increases the speed of your boost significantly. Like I can't tell you how many times, I'm actually the only person in my group of friends that knows how to fire hop, so I can't tell you how many times it's been neck and neck, and on the last turn I just come out the turn with the fire hop and it just boosts me so far ahead. And that's something that will give you an advantage because it is an advanced technique. It takes a lot of practice to do. And the two cars that I have, the two cars that I pointed out to you guys, are the cars that are the best to do it with. So make sure you keep that in mind. So now, where you hold your gas, you want to hold it right as the tube comes down and starts to fade to get your boost. I'm gonna try to, I guess, one thing. Oh, another thing. The coins. You want to get as many coins as you possibly can. Now you see how I just fire hopped around that turn like that? You want to get, you don't want to work too hard for those coins, but you want to get 10 coins. And the reason you want to get 10 coins is because that actually increases the max speed of your car. So, you know, by any means necessary, you need to be trying to go fast as possible. So as you can see, I have 7 coins right now. It's not a really big difference, but also if you see me hit the coins, you'll see fire come out of my tailpipes, and that actually shows that I get a slight boost. Ah man, I didn't see that banana there. So let me see if I can get, I'm doing very bad at getting those coins, but like I said, you don't want to struggle too hard on trying to get those coins. That, like, you see that? I just blocked the red shell, and that's how you play defense on Mario Kart. You know you're pretty much gonna be targeted up front, and you also look behind you every so often on straightaways. And I got 10 coins, so now I have the fastest my car can go. I don't know if you guys just noticed that, but last time I fire hopped around that turn, it was not that far. Like, I didn't go that far as I did, so it's pretty obvious that if you were paying attention, it's pretty obvious that the 10 coins actually does more speed to your car. And you see how long I actually lasted on fire hopping towards the finish line. That boost lasted so long. It just adds so much speed to your car. And in any racing game, you want to go as fast as you possibly can get to. You want to always, if you can gain an inch by doing something in a racing game, you want to do that. You whatever it is, you want to make those adjustments. Now for the next race. This is actually a good race for me to point out a shortcut at the beginning. There's actually a shortcut right at the beginning that some people take and some people don't even know it exists. But it also goes off the principle of you want to be able to take the most inside turn possible. So this is the inside turn. I've never been able to hit that before. See, once again, inside turn. Now, you see how they have those boosts up there? Those boosts kind of tempt you though. But those are tricks. You want to take that right there. Now, there's no more of an inside than what I just took right there. I skipped a whole piece of the track. So that's a shortcut you want to practice on. I never really go on those boosts at the top of the rock. Here comes the red shell. Now I can dodge it by jumping across that if I was good enough. But you can dodge red shells by jumping across gaps like that. But it's very risky to do so. And also a very important tip is to just learn the tracks in general. You want to be able to know every track you can possibly know. You want to know every turn that there is on the tracks. Oh, now here is the thing about going through. Here comes the blue shell. I couldn't do nothing. But here's something about going through the forest. If you drive through this way, you can kind of swerve in between the trees like that. Those trees are intimidation factors, but there's always a clear path through them once you practice enough. You saw how I held my shell behind me and hit Luigi with it by coming down on top of it. Now in this race, it's pretty hard to get 10 coins unless you're really focused on getting 10 coins, which I'm not. Once again, going over those jumps, you want to hold the up button. You want to hold up. You want to go over those jumps so you can land as quick as possible and get your speed up. If you hold back, now here, you can hold that back or you can float down, but I personally like to land on the ground as quickly as possible. Look behind you, make sure no one's coming. I'm pretty bad at looking behind, actually. It's one of my weaknesses that I need to increase. So it's really something that I'm gonna actually work towards getting better at. And also remember this too: be in competition with yourself. The main thing you want to do is try to be better than you did last time. I know that's very difficult to do. I guess one thing would be have competitive nature with other people. Like, let's say if you're trying to beat your friends, then yeah, it's good to be competitive in that aspect. But at the same time, you want to try to do better every time. You want to try, okay, what can I do to shave 1 more second off of my lap time? Or because here the main thing is, it's a racing game. So the faster you can do a track, the better off you are. One of my friends actually disagrees with me in that factor, but because he's like, you can't, he basically says that I'm not factoring in the items that characters use. But in my opinion, I think that if you can complete the track fast enough, a lot of times enemies don't have time to hit you with items, because you can't hit me with an item if I'm already finished with the race. Now yes, that's quite illogical to say. However, you know, if you can actually get as good as that to do a track faster than the people can hit you with stuff, then by all means, that's what you really should be working for. Is it impossible? I don't think so. I just think it's really hard to do, unless you, it's exceptionally hard to do if you're not playing defensive maneuvers, kind of like I'm holding this red shell behind me right now. So I'm actually about to finish this race up here. This is the final race. Since this is the final race, I would love to know if there's anything that you would like me to cover about Mario Kart in the future, because those are the main tips that I can give, which is stay on the inside of the turn, play defense, pick the 2 cars that I pointed out, and play with a balanced weighted character, and you should be good to go. Oh yeah, and memorize the tracks, and try to complete the tracks as fast as possible every race, because once you do that, you'll be good to go. You'll be unbeatable, unstoppable. Actually, a lot of times I have a couple people who won't even play Mario Kart with me, but that's a video for another day. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you go on to fire hopping, and remember to learn how to fire hop. But anyway, I hope you like this video, and I hope the information in this video was very useful for you, and I hope that you can defeat your friends on a regular basis with these tips. And let me know if you want any more tip videos like this in the future, guys. I love to help you guys get better at some of the games that I'm good at. But anyway, it's your boy Nitro Hotfire here. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, go to nerdtorch.com for awesome nerd t-shirts and gear. And until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Peace.